Now, regardless of what you might think about the Black Ops Pass or Battle Royale being added or even campaign being removed, Black Ops 4 is right around the corner and there's not much else we can wait for now. We've got the beta, which is coming from the time recording this in 2 days, and we're about 3 months away from the actual game's release. So I'm just here to say that Black Ops 4 is the game of the community. Now, when you look back on previous Treyarch titles, they've all had campaign. I'm not saying that campaign is the thing that is like the stake in the community, but it's something that the community can't enjoy together. The last one I really enjoyed was Black Ops 1. I thought that was an amazing campaign. I did enjoy Black Ops 2, and I'm not going to lie, I did not play Black Ops 3's campaign whatsoever. The fact that Black Ops 4 has 3 modes that are all multiplayer centric, I think that has such a strong bind for the community that could actually bring back COD to its heyday and its glory days of being a game about a shooter that has a really good community. Now, recently Call of Duty has had a bad rap because of all this like space age stuff and the community being really toxic about it, and then that seeping into the game. And then obviously we've got no campaign this year, which means that single player aspect is gone of it, so it is just a community based game. Now it's up to the community to make it a game again, if that makes sense. A lot of pressure is put on the developers to make a good Call of Duty game, and that's understandable. They're the ones that we're giving $60 to every single year to pump out what essentially is just a new game, just reskinned. But this year I think it's on the community to make this game good and not the developers. The developers have to make it good, obviously, with DLCs and maps and updates and things like the Black Ops Pass. Again, I'm not going to say my personal stance on it, but people think it needs to change, which is fair enough. So it is partial up to the developers. But what I mean when I say Black Ops 4 is the community game, this game is down to the community. We have 3 modes here, 3 modes of pure multiplayer experiences. Some of them solo, like Zombies, you can play that solo, and obviously you play multiplayer solo. But if the community bond together and make these modes good and speak to Treyarch and say we want this, we want that, they could make Black Ops 4 possibly the best Call of Duty in many years. Now, the last Call of Duty campaign I heard spoke about in the community was the Black Ops 1 one, with the twist, obviously, if you haven't played it yet, spoilers coming up, of Mason Reznov not being with you, but Mason being Reznov thinking he was. Black Ops 3 campaign was an absolute train wreck. I didn't even play the World War II one. I started it, didn't finish it. Infinite Warfare. Did Infinite Warfare have a campaign? Dude, I didn't even click single player on Infinite Warfare. But Treyarch are normally the good ones for campaigns. They have World of War, Black Ops, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3 we don't talk about. But now that's gone, again, down to the community. Battle Royale, whatever you may think of it, maybe you think it's dying, maybe you think it's still surviving and still needs to be there. Even if you don't like Battle Royale, you have to admit it's a wise move from the developers, because now they're putting it all on the community, saying you want a completely community-based game that you can talk about and you can play. There you go, we have a full game now that's all just community based. We're going to have people coming together for Zombies, trying to figure out the Easter eggs and the smaller Easter eggs and different strats, high rounds and things like that. We have the multiplayer side of things. Multiplayer side of community has always been big, regardless of the game, regardless of the era it's set in. It's always been a big thing. That just goes without a doubt. And now we have Battle Royale, which opens up a new section for a whole new community. We may have people coming over from Fortnite, from PUBG, from Realm Royale, who want to see this new take on Battle Royale that everyone's so used to. And now we're seeing it the Black Ops way. So now it's down to the community to make this game really good. Now again, we're no strangers to Zombies. You can check my channel. No one is a stranger to Zombies. Again, no one's a stranger to multiplayer, and no one's a stranger to Battle Royale. So the community could make this game and they could break this game if they keep slandering Treyarch for the Black Ops Pass, things like that. Like, I think what's going to be is going to be. An uproar won't change a lot of things, especially not for this COD. It's too far in the development cycle now. They're not going to change things like drastically like that, especially when people have probably paid for it as well. They can't change things like that now. So this huge uproar about the Black Ops Pass, while I may agree with it, I may disagree with it, it's pointless doing it now. It's not going to change. There's good sides and bad sides to that. The bad side is the community are going to continually uproar, which means even if they release a good Call of Duty Zombies map or a good multiplayer pack or whatever, the community are going to uproar because it's locked behind money and you have to buy this pass that you can't even buy separately. You have to buy this digital deluxe version. So that's fair enough. Community are going to uproar, but that's bad for the game. The good thing is that at the end of the day, they're releasing good content, even if it is locked behind a paywall. So it is down to the community all to bond together and nut up now and say, look, you may have locked it behind money, and that's fair enough on your part. You're a business, that's what you do. But we as a community, we're enjoying what you're putting out, and we want to support you and keep you going with that. So maybe you don't buy it, but you still show your support for it. And again, same with Blackout. You may not like what they've done with it. From the trailer that we saw, from what we saw on the multiplayer beta trailer, I think it looks amazing, but people may not like it. People may not like Treyarch's take on it. That's fair enough. But instead of saying, oh, your mode's crap, it'll never compare to Fortnite, you've ruined it all, you had one chance, people need to turn around and say, you could just improve this, you could just improve this, change this, make this, and it'll change the game in the long run. And I think that's really what the community needs to do for Black Ops 4, is less poke at Treyarch and start shouting their voice and saying, look, we need this to change, we want this to change, we want this. Because again, Black Ops 4, when you think about it, is the community-based game. It's literally two people in the room, one person's a community, one person's Treyarch, and they're saying, look, this is what we want. Because we don't have a single player side to things anymore, which means this whole game is all multiplayer. And the single player never really got any love anyway, it never really got updates and things like that. But even when they tried to put multiplayer in single player, when they did the Black Ops 3 campaign with 4-player co-op, I still didn't hear anything about it. And maybe that's because maybe Call of Duty's gone past its time of single player campaigns now. I don't doubt that they can tell an amazing story, but maybe it's just time to move on to this whole multiplayer side of things now. So that's my thoughts on Black Ops 4 and the whole community kind of guided game. The one thing I want to say is I didn't cover a lot of information because all the big YouTubers have already done it. So stuff like the E3 reveal or the Blood of the Dead intro cutscene. I did do the spoilers a few days before, and it turned out that most of that Reddit post was actually true, so congrats to whoever leaked that, well done. We still don't know about 9 and everything else that we talked about in that video. If you haven't seen it, it's up in the card. The Blood of the Dead stuff was pretty much bang on, which is pretty impressive to be fair. Secondly, as I mentioned earlier, we had a multiplayer beta trailer. At the end of that, we had Blackout, like a little snippets of Blackout, and there was loads of stuff hidden in there. So we had a shot of Nuketown with Takeo in it, underneath Nuketown, maybe the bunker. We had Verrucht with zombies in it, showing that we're going to actually have zombies running around the map, like in the zombies locations alongside other players. Not only this, but we also had shots of like the air, land, sea vehicles, the different skins people could use. So we had like Diego, Scarlet, Bruno, Richtofen, Nikolai, Takeo. It just looks insane. Like we had some shots of guns as well. The multiplayer beta, again, from the time recording this, is 2 days away. It's currently Thursday. It comes out, no, wait a minute, let me try that again. It's currently Wednesday, it comes out on Friday. We have one weekend on PS4, which is what I play on, and then we have another weekend the following for PC, Xbox, PS4, and on PC it's an open beta. So if you do have a PC capable of running it, feel free to hop into that. I personally can't run it on my PC, I'll be playing it on PS4, but still, I'm really excited to see what they do with the multiplayer. I will be live streaming it. If you don't catch me on a live stream, I'm at twitch.tv/GeneralGerbil. The link is down in the description. It will also be probably somewhere at the bottom of this video, I'm not too sure. And not only that, but I do have a Discord server now, so if you do want to join that, feel free to click the link in the top of the description. That'll take you to an invite link and you can just join it from there. There's rules in there, there's different channels for like Kingdom Hearts, Fortnite, Call of Duty, everything like that. We have a meme channel, so join that, say hello, we'll stop and have a chat. But still, let me know what you think about Black Ops 4 just being a community based game and a multiplayer based game down in the comment section below. If you did enjoy this video, please consider giving it a like, and if you haven't considered subscribing, feel free to check out my channel and hit that subscribe button. But other than that, I've been GeneralGerbil. Peace out.